for them to finalize it based on that clause that we just read, the other party accepts that document for value. In other words, accept for value. This is where that phrase accept for value comes in. Because even when you do the discharge method that I showed last year, what they do is they sign it on the back as much as you did also. That's called counterpart signing, aka accepting for value. One thing people don't know about that method called accept for value is you are not the one accepting it for value. They are. Because once you endorse it properly in the back without defacing it, and you sending it with the proper instruments as shown in that video, they countersign it as a counterpart. Therefore, accept it for the value that you say it's worth. Therefore, they discharge it. That's another little subtle thing people don't know about accept for value. That you are not the one accepting those vouchers for value. They are. Because the last one that's obligated when it comes to monetary liability is always the one accepting for value. There comes the concept of Drawee or Drawee. Once more, let me make this very clear before we move on. Accepting for value is not done by the one that is doing the discharge. Accepting for value is never done by the one saying that they don't owe a debt. Accepting for value is done by the one who is saying, okay, you're right, you don't owe the debt. No different than you taking a check somewhere. The one accepting that check is the one that's cashing it out for you and then giving you the cash. You're not the one accepting the check for value. The one who you're giving it to is the one accepting it for value to say, yes, this is worth $100. That is true. I accept it as such, and therefore I give you the equivalence of what you say it is. But in order for them to say, yes, this is worth $100, they have to accept it. The UCC tells you that. UCC 3-103, acceptor, meaning accept for value. The one accepting for value. Acceptor means a drawee who has accepted a draft. What or who is a drawee? A drawee means a person ordered, meaning an order is given. If you are ordered to make a payment, that means you are the acceptor. A drawee, aka an acceptor, is a person ordered, like paid to the order of. Who are you ordering? It's the bank that you're ordering. Hey, bank, I order you to give John Doe this amount. Take it out of my account. Right. So the one accepting for value is the bank, not you, the one saying you don't owe money. That's another thing people don't know. Drawee means a person ordered in a draft to make a payment. So if you're saying you're accepting for value, you're basically making yourself liable because you are the one saying you're liable to make payments. You're making yourself the drawee. You're making yourself the acceptor when you say you accept for value. See how people are misled by misinformation that they just ride the bandwagon and accept year after year. And they come thinking you're trying to be a hater or you're trying to make them look stupid or bad just because you're actually showing the function of something. They don't want to accept that they've spent many years dedicated to something that doesn't work rather than using common sense. It's in black and white. You, though, are the drawer. Drawer means a person who signs or is identified in a draft as a person ordering payment. You are the one ordering the payment. They are the one ordered. You are the drawer. They are the drawee, aka they are the acceptor. They are the ones who accept what you've created for value. That's another issue people don't get when they say they're doing accept for value. You are not the one accepting for value. The acceptor, aka the drawee, aka the end party, is the one that's accepting for value. You are the one issuing the order. When these things are shown to people clearly and explained clearly, they think you're playing mind games or some psychological tricks. When it's in black and white, when you tell people, look, don't put accept for value, return for settlement, all that trash in his face because you're defacing it, because the UCC tells you that. We've shown in the YouTube video part 1 and part 2 of accept for value does not work video. People think you're playing psychological tricks, but it's black and white common sense. Look at avoided check. That's how you cross things out. That's how you negate things in contract. Common sense goes out the window when people are fed false dreams. When in truth, the solution actually exists by function. But anyway, let's not deviate too far. Even if it's not relating to monetary discharge or anything like that, if you just agreeing to something, someone is in another country, you can do that. This is also why I did that video on trustees and signature, this video. And the fact that your foreign trustee can complete 23-minute videos on the Patreon page. Take care. Best of luck.